Hi everyone, my name is Lindsay and this is One Cat Crafting. Welcome to my Ratchet Janky YouTube podcast. Today I am doing a WIP Parade year-end 2025 of all of my cross-stitch projects. I have decided to do a voiceover and show you photographs of my WIPs. It's the easiest way for me to organize things the way that I want to. You can't tell me what to do, you're not my real dad. So first up is Come to the Garden by Teresa Kogut. I am stitching this on 18 count Mystic by Picture This Plus with a Roxy Floss Co. conversion. I did not stitch at all on this in 2025. It was started January 10th, 2024. And currently I am at 21.89% finished, or 5,863 stitches out of 20,922. Going into 2026, it's my main goal for cross stitch to not have any projects that I don't actively stitch on during the calendar year. My second oldest WIP is Summer Quaker by Leela Studio. Started June 20th, 2024. Again, did not stitch on it at all in 2025. It is on 32 count. It's either plain air or blue something. I didn't write it down. I can figure it out if anyone is desperate to know. Currently, I am at 6.72% or 1,897 stitches out of 28,246 stitches. Normally, I'm not a particularly seasonal stitcher. It's all Halloween, all year, and then some other quirky, weird things. So I was surprised when I wanted to stitch this Summer Quaker. I do like all of the colors and the motifs. I think it will be a multi-year project for me, but again, I aim to get some progress on this in 2026. My third oldest cross stitch is Disturbed Women by Lucy Beam. I had a August 12th, 2024 start on 18 count Aurora by Mystic Fabrics. I again did 0 stitches in 2025. I'm at 13.82% or 631 stitches out of 4,565. I believe this is my only cross stitch where I am using one strand of floss instead of 2. I can't see anything higher than 36 count, and my preference in Ada is 16 or 18 count, so 2 strands has always worked perfectly for my taste. Next up is Homely Houseplants by Stitchonomy. It was released originally as a SAL. I started it long after the SAL had concluded. I have an October 12th, 2024 start on my favorite neutral fabric 32 count Toasted Coconut by Forbidden Fiber Co. Currently at 31.97% or 2,372 stitches out of 7,419 stitches. Again, didn't touch this one at all in 2019. If you haven't watched any of my couple of other videos, we were searching for a house. Or did I just say 2019? I didn't touch this at all in 2025. We were searching for a home, purchased a home, packed and moved and unpacked all in 2025. So for most of the year, I didn't do a ton of crafting, mostly cross-stitch. Hopefully this year I'm a lot more productive now that we have moved and are nearly done unpacking. My next project is Moonshine Cabin by Modern Folk Embroidery. Normally Modern Folk Embroidery isn't something that I would stitch, and I wouldn't choose to start this project again now, but Lindsay of November 2024 liked it, kitted it up. It was a November 14th, 2024 start on 32 count Sparkle Gray Silver Belfast linen. I have omitted the hearts that were charted to appear in the front of the house. Other than that, that's the only change that I've made. I am at 54.11% or 2,922 stitches out of 5,400 stitches. And a goal for this winter season before the spring equinox is to have this project completed. It will then join my bag of finished projects that have had nothing done to them since the stitching has been completed. My next project is Masquerade by Ink Circles. It's a January 1st, 2025 start, so we're into 2025 WIPs now, on 32 count Harvest Moon by Forbidden Fiber Co. with a Roxy Floss conversion. I think there's a couple of DMCs that I used. If you're looking for the exact conversion, just leave me a comment and I'll get that to you. I'm currently at 45.77% or 3,286 stitches out of 7,179 stitches. I started this one more of a center start, and I'm having, I don't know, I just put this one away last time because I was getting tired of trying to work up from the center instead of down from the top left. But again, I'll have to get this one out in 2026 and get some stitches on it. My next project is Vanity Sampler by Hello from Liz Matthews. I'm using Cam the Stitcher's conversion. I believe she calls it a Gothic conversion. It's posted on her Instagram. January 19, 2025 start on 18 count Panettone by Roxy Floss Co. I mentioned Cam's DMC conversion. I have modified the text in this pattern to be spelled the English/Canadian way. Otherwise, no chart changes are anticipated. I am at 10.41% or 2,332 stitches of 20,077 stitches. My next project, and again one I'm hoping to have finished this calendar year, is Meg the Moth Woman by Night Spirit Studio. She is a February 2025 start on 16 count black Aida. Can't see to stitch on 18 or 20 count black Aida. She's 64.69% complete or 4,313 stitches out of 6,667 stitches. Next up is Whale with Boat by Needle Lot Design. I started this one to commemorate the Eastern Caribbean cruise that we went on in 2025. Start date of March 21st, 2025 on 16 count water Aida fabric by Easy Stitch for Fun. This is a printed fabric, so I will iron it. I will not wash it when it is finished, and it'll join my bag of other faux until I have a fully finishing party. I'm currently at 23.41% complete or 1,626 stitches out of 6,946 stitches. I did very little work on this on the cruise, but it did come out. I spent most of my cruise time doing day tours and drinking Bahama Mamas. My next project is the Potions Temperature Sal by Teeny Weeny Cross Stitch. This was released quite a while ago, so it's no longer a sal. With a April 8, 2025 start on 18 count Pewter Aida by Picture This Plus. I don't know my overall percentage complete because the charts were released like a page a month kind of thing. I do know that I am 1,706 stitches in. It probably would have been smarter to write down the date that I had stitched to, but I didn't do that. I mentioned in my last video this is possibly a one-off for temperature sales for the year because we did go on a cruise and we purchased a home. I felt that the year had enough variety and was more worth commemorating than a standard year. Next project is actually a restart. I have gifted the original start, which was a variegated red DMC on a white linen. Didn't care for the color combination anymore. So that version has left my stash and gone to a new home. This is All Souls Veerlanden by Quiltified Design, and I restarted this on April 13th, 2025 with Elizabeth of Savory Sewing. It is on a Mystic by Picture This Plus Aida, which is one of my favorite fabrics. I am 3,013 stitches out of 29,597 or 10.18% complete. Down to my last two WIPs. I tend to keep my WIP numbers lower so that I can aim in a normal year when we're not moving to have everything get some decent progress on it. Next up is Widow Frog, another one by Night Spirit Studio with a September 26th, 2025 start on 16 count Shadow Aida by Picture This Plus. I am at 8.19% complete or 457 stitches out of 5,583. I don't like to put my new starts away before they hit 10%, but this one I got frustrated with myself. I just made too many mistakes too early on. So I will pull this out in the near future and get it to 10%, and then it can go back into my normal rotation. My last project is another one that ticked me off right from go, so it doesn't have a lot of progress done. It's banished to the naughty corner. I don't have the name of the actual pattern. It's something about Sapin de Noël. I've been calling it Gnome Christmas Tree by Jardin Privé. I have a November 10th, 2025 start on 32 count blue ice linen. After stitching and frogging the snowflake tree topper, I believe 3 times, I moved on to a different part of the pattern. And currently I have 1.51% or 89 out of 5,898 stitches. I am not a Christmas person anymore. We don't do much to celebrate Christmas at all. I'm not a seasonal stitcher like I mentioned, aside from Halloween or fall. This one was started with the intention of becoming a gift for a gnome-loving, Christmas-loving relative, and I would like to get it out to 10% in the next month or two before I tuck it away to fall back into line with a normal WIP rotation. So that is my short and sweet and janky YouTube WIP parade for the year-end 2025. And during my regular, air quotes regular, episodes, I will be updating progress on all of them and using my year-end photos for comparison. I hope you enjoyed. Thanks for hanging out with me. Talk to you soon.